rights, but right here, we're in a public area, so. Okay. You guys are sharing the building with the city hall.
Yeah,
This is not just right.
All right, everybody. Now we're at the Middletown Police Department. Here it's connected right under the municipal court that we just got kicked out of. They got kicked out for wearing masks, for not wearing masks. I have a mask, and they kicked me out because I was with them. Wow. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, officer. Excuse me, officer.
Hi, yes, in the main lobby?
Yeah.
I was just kicked out for not having a mask on.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a mask on. I should have had mine on when I'm coming out here. They just want masks on here, but you can't be removed for not wearing a mask.
I know, I was just physically removed.
Yeah.
I asked for a supervisor, I was very polite. I just want to be able to take a couple pictures.
Who removed you?
Police
Bailiff.
from upstairs and bailiff.
Everybody they disturbed our peace, sir.
Like 10 of
These
them.
people broke the
And
law.
violated our
And they
rights.
wouldn't
I
let
just
me-
wanted to be able to go up there, conduct my
Sorry.
business, and be on my way.
Will.
You look like you're a guy in charge,
Hold
so.
on. One
So
sec.
you were up in the courts though, correct?
No.
We were right where the lobby
didn't
is.
Go through the security area.
Yeah, we didn't pass that security
Okay,
point.
that's something you take up with the courts because they called us up there. They control that upstairs. That would be Steve Longworth.
Well, unfortunately, so you're law enforcement, that's the executive branch, the judicial branch.
Okay.
They can't make laws, that's for the legislative branch, and even if they could make laws, they can't make laws that violate our constitutionally protected rights.
That's
Not only
correct.
that, these people were being disorderly. If anyone is disorderly, they get detained and arrested right away. We've done nothing wrong.
Yeah, what's going on? Did we go upstairs?
You
All
guys
right,
had
well, we
police
got-
officers in the back,
We just need
and they.
somebody to escort us while we do our business, because we want to conduct business at the city hall and without being harassed.
And they wouldn't let me get a public records request in the main lobby because I was with them. I have a mask on. There's
Okay,
nothing on the
Public
door
records request, those are made
for the
up-
waterworks.
They said
Oh,
you
for
have
water
to
For
wear a
water
mask.
department, yes.
You have to wear a mask, and they were very intimidating, and they rushed us out of the building.
She just kept saying, leave, 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 leave.
So,
Threatened to
They
arrest.
physically grabbed you?
Yes.
Physically pushed us out of the building.
Yeah,
Do you know who the officers were?
multiple.
We have one on video saying his name, but the other officer didn't want to give his name back.
So
What was the position?
The bailiff
He said,
and the
take
administrator.
him out, and these tyrants just came out
Without
and
even-
they didn't even ask no questions or nothing. They just rushed us out.
all right.
We would love
Okay,
for
let me
someone-
call Steve Longworth and find out what's going on.
Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. You need to tell them that there's no sign on the door, and then they kicked me
Officer
out.
Seems like he's like, oh yeah, that's right. He's the first officer I've ever had say
He's
to me that
he's a white shirt.
yeah.
He's a supervisor. That's what we were.
Oh, he's the chief.
Oh, that's the chief.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's-
we got
okay.
the chief.
Okay, so good. Now
Good.
we might get something done here. Okay.
Yeah.
See if we can, hopefully we can get people upstairs in education.
Little do they know that we have millions of views on the internet, and this is gonna be seen by a lot of people. So hopefully the chief does the right thing, because
Wow, look at these old handcuffs. The iron claw.
you see God is on our side. We came down here, who you run into? The chief of police.
I see this guy has a mirror over the top.
Oh, wow. You're gonna get the video non-monetized.
What?
Said you're gonna get the video non-monetized.
No, I don't sound like Archangel.
Yeah. The Asian cop, she was mean.
He said they can't keep you up for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, no. We have that from the chief on video.
Sorry. But they would watch it and they'd be like, so? Doesn't matter.
They'll probably arrest the chief.
That guy just got mad when you told him to leave.
I
Not
can't
talk
believe
to him.
it.
Violence in there.
Yes, super bad people.
They left me alone. The bailiff walked up and said, "Get him out." Hey guys, if you wanna call and say your grievances, it's the Middletown, Ohio Police Department at the Middletown, Ohio Municipal Court. Yeah, at the city building. We'll wait till he comes back out, guys.
No, you see, we are working on a story. We came from far away to do a video over here in the city building. We're citizen journalists and we have millions of views on the internet. We just want to bring awareness on our freedoms and our rights, and we're never disorderly. We never break the law anywhere we go.
Okay.
There was some officers upstairs who violated our rights and were engaged in disorderly conduct by removing physically removing us from the public area without any. They didn't even explain anything. They said that you don't have a mask, you can't be here. The chief just said that we can't be removed for not wearing a mask.
Well, upstairs, Steve Longworth's in charge of that. That's not a Middletown police.
I know, but if
Are you talking
something
about the
goes
public
on up
lobby, or
there,
are you talking about
guys
inside
are-
the courtrooms?
Well, upstairs in the court, I guess they have their rules in the court.
We're not in the court, though. We're talking about before the court.
I have no idea. That's their. We're separate entities now.
So why would they call the police to get us out?
No,
if
they said you
can't?
guys were down here, and I was gonna think if I could help you in any way.
I
out
think
here.
so I mean, it's a public lobby, and regardless of who's in charge of that, even if it's entirely the judicial branch, the public lobby is not, because we're not in the courts.
From what my understanding, were you guys in the court and you were asking
No.
if she didn't have a mask or?
We never even went up to the security checkpoint. We were in the main public lobby, and that's a different argument for a different day. But we didn't even go next
Past
to
the
the security
checkpoint or anything.
checkpoint. We were just filming, and I wasn't even filming.
Yeah,
Just
they
kicked
got
us out for
triggered
not
because
having
we
a
were
mask
filming.
on.
And then they kicked me out because I was with them, and I have a mask.
So we were physically removed and had our rights violated against 18 USC 2004 and our First Amendment as well.
Well, that's like I said. That's the court. If you have an issue with the way they handled it, that's
Sir,
going to
respectfully,
be.
that's not a court. It's a public lobby.
Okay.
And one more second, and then
If something goes up there, who's coming to get the bad guys?
Steve Longworth is
Who is
in
Steve
charge of the
Longworth?
court. He's the clerk of courts.
Okay, so you're very familiar
Does
with
he
the-
arrest people whenever they
No.
break the law up there? Okay,
No.
they call you guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need you guys to come up with us up there because there's people that broke the law. So I understand that you may not want to, but somebody broke the law upstairs. And if it was us, you'd be in it up there in a second. You wouldn't tell them that this is not
Well-
yours. You wouldn't tell them this is not your
And
department.
respectfully, sir, anything that a judge says.
This
is-
stuff out of her way.
Judge can't make no law.
Judge can't make laws. They're part of the judicial branch. The executive branch enforces laws. The legislative creates the laws. And due to the supremacy clause in the Constitution, even if the judicial or legislative branch made up something that was unconstitutional, you can't have anything that's unconstitutional. So they can make up any law or court order that
At
they
this point,
want.
he doesn't care about that. At this point, all he cares if it's anybody broke the law. These people broke the law upstairs. We need you to go detain them. That's it. It's simple. And we want to press charges because no one
Yeah, I
has
wanna
the
press
right to
charges.
physically remove us from a public area, especially if we haven't broke the law. The only one that can remove people is you, and that's if they break the law. Neither of them were police officers, so they broke the law. So why don't we just take a trip upstairs?
Okay, I'll go talk to them and see their side. I just got it third hand of you guys around here and maybe need assistance. That's
It
why I'm
doesn't
here.
make a difference about their side. We have the incident
We have-
entirely on video.
Okay.
And it's we should be able to go up there with you. It's our constitutional right to be in a public lobby.
Also, we
There's
have
no
over-
law that stops us from doing so.
Also, we have over 200 million combined views on the internet.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of people are watching you right now.
Yeah, and
who
I'm-
could make
and I'm
the-
mo-
you know how
I'm
you
okay
guys
with
make
that.
split-second decisions?
Yeah.
Well, this is one of them.
Okay. Well, congratulations on your viewers.
No, it's
We'll
not
talk to
view-
them. Anywhere you want to go, they're asking you not go in the court. Like I said, they got rules about the mask. That's their rules. That's not
But we
mine.
can enter the building, right?
Sir, but
You can walk upstairs, just don't go behind the pillars. That's what they ask.
So we can go to the
no,
front,
they
just
kicked us
not.
out of the public lobby.
Yeah,
We
you
just
can-
want to be
you
able to
can
go.
go to
You
where
can
the
be at,
water
like-
department is,
Yeah,
that
I'll
main
show you.
lobby part.
That's what I wanted to do.
I'll show you.
I wanted to get a public records request for the water park.
Yeah, you can go.
And there's a girl detective that just kept saying, leave, leave, leave.
So,
And I was just like,
there are no officers up here. There are ladies who work for the police.
right. Well, there was actually two guys that had the outfits that you guys have on that were in the back eating lunch or something, I guess. Or some, I don't know. They just said they were in the back. There's two officers in the back they can
Chief
grab.
said we don't have to wear a mask. And they're there, they can't keep you.
Yeah, something.
haven't even thought of it yet. But as far as I know, if you want to be right here and film, do whatever you need to do. But we were right here. I'm going to show you exactly where we're at. Okay. Don't walk back there. That's
Sorry. Water customer service. Hi. Oh, sorry. I'm hearing something.
Burgess here, Burgess. Sherry Angel. Candace Hicks.
Of the court, you have to have a mask in this order. If you wish to present some documentation or something, you will step out that way, out of the court area, and then we will speak.
Sorry.
They have their rules.
to understand the first one. A lot of police officers lost their lives. People went to war.
You're 100% right. I agree with you.
You know? So this guy's attacked. He has no authority to tell us to stop filming. We're not breaking the law. We're not stopping the service. We're not even going past in the security area. What's his problem? He has no
I'm still
authority.
trying.
You know, he has no authority over us. We're not breaking the law. If he doesn't like the camera, that's tough. Yeah, from that way over here is called freedom. Once you go that way, you're waiving your rights. But right here, we're in a public area. So you guys are sharing the building with the city hall.
Yeah,
This
you're
is not
100%
just
right.
so.
I know, but you understand we're separate entities. They got,
I understand, but you're the guy in charge right here.
I know. And that's why we're sitting here talking, brother. We're trying to work it out.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to help you out the best I can. I'm not.
If they understand that we have the right to be here and film and leave us alone, we'll be all right.
Fair enough.
But they need to know that we're leaving because we want to, not because we're under pressure.
Fair enough.
So, you know,
All right.
I don't know.
All right, man.
I appreciate
Can I ask for
it.
your name? First name or
Enrique.
nickname?
I'm
Enrique?
Enrique.
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm Malcolm.
Malcolm. All right, Malcolm. Nice to meet you.
Malcolm, I haven't heard that. This is Malcolm in the middle.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna be hanging out here for a minute too. Just make sure there's no issues.
Nope,
Okay.
there won't,
So,
there won't be no issues.
like I said,
It's
they have the
just-
rules about the mask. I'm not the mask police.
It's just awesome. I appreciate it.
Okay.
It's just, we're trying to bring awareness on freedom of the press.
Okay.
If we walk in here with a pound of makeup and a camera crew,
And you understand what
they'll probably be okay with that.
They're trying to-
Since it's,
Okay.
you know.
Enrique, you understand they're trying to run court. Just,
Well,
don't be as just. If you guys want to film, sit here. That's
We're being very
perfect.
polite, and this is probably part of the reason that we do this, is because the First Amendment, including freedom of the press, actually does apply in those doors too.
Oh, these people are pissed we're back.
Right, and this guy.
Actually, Supreme Court
We don't
rules
wanna
of
talk to you,
superintendents
sir.
from the Ohio Supreme Court.
We don't want Enrique.
Filming
Enrique,
in a court
just-
area must
please,
require
please.
a permission of the presiding judge. Supreme Court rules of superintendents of the Ohio Supreme Court.
So you're
That's why you're not allowed to film that there, and why you're not allowed to film once you move past these doors.
The Supreme Court is allowed to violate the First Amendment.
We're done.
Now we're done. You see this guy. He's the type of guy that wants to talk and he won't let other people
I'm
talk.
trying to keep the peace. Okay. Can we just talk just right over here? You're perfect. Just keep filming.
I mean, if anyone.
How are you?
Good. A lot of us have the right to not be on your camera as well. They didn't ask permission for us.
Let's not start a big debate.
No, we're not. This is something for the
Will, has anyone took their camera and pointed at anyone over here?
No, and even if we did, there's no expectation of privacy of public.
Here in America, you are allowed to video record in a public place. See, it's your right. A lot of people say what you say. I understand. that you may not be able to. It's okay. A lot of people tell us.
There you go.
I have the right not to be.
Make your
filmed.
privacy.
That's the most common
Good job.
line I hear. But that's not true. We have, I do this for a living, so I know what I'm talking about. We have almost 250 million combined views on the internet. Why? Because people do the wrong thing on video. If I'm the one doing something wrong, no one's gonna care. He would have arrested me already. This guy wants me arrested for sure. We're just peaceful people.
Freedom of speech. That's what we're trying to do.
Love, peace, and harmony.
And we were even allowed to protest. I mean, and that's why we're just here trying to make sure everything's this. You guys do what you guys do. I appreciate you being here. I understand.
Thank you. I'm so glad. You see, I'm so glad we're back.
In a public building, you know? How's it going? That's unfortunate. And this guy, I mean, literally, if you guys weren't here, this guy would try to get his vindication.
Do they have authority to physically remove people?
We'll look into that. I'd like to press charges against that gentleman for physically assaulting a battery. Well, we can make a report, we can go there, we can look into that.
Well, there's cameras and all that, we'll look into
During
all
the
that.
investigation, we'll typically investigate the case on
We're not going. They're here. He works here, he's not going anywhere.
You should be asking things like that. If we break the law, if you have something my ID, I'll nice enough to give you my name because I think that you're a nice guy. But we love our rights.
And that's good. I do too. That's why I live here.
Thank you.
This guy just told me that if someone breaks the law at work and he says so, they can stay there. As long as we do an investigation, they say they're not coming.
No, it's not. If you say so, then you better be right about the person.
I'm doing the time. So I just told you literally right now that this gentleman assaulted me, and you're standing here. You said you can wait. Where are you?
You don't have to be in here. It's touch and strike. You can't touch and strike. You can't touch.
You're very familiar with the law. You should be more familiar with the law than I am.
That's what worries us.
I'd like to press charges against this gentleman for physical assault, and battery. No, I don't need to. I need to look into it.
How would you like to see it? You want to see it right now?
We're going to need your guys' license.
I want him to be detained and his information first, and then I will give you my information.
That sounds
right
great.
here. Okay, so I would like him.
I know, but he broke the law.
He broke the law. This is a double standard.
Except
One
no,
law. Sir,
it's not a double standard. It's not a double standard.
Why is not? Why is right here?
He's right here. Not going anywhere.
So it doesn't make a difference being in phone.
I know, but you guys should be asking him for his ID right now.
You should at least get his ID. Once you get his ID,
We're getting your side of the story first, and we'll need your guys' IDs.
No.
If you want to report on file,
And that's true. And that's
we can
true.
do that.
And that's true.
We can do that.
That's true. But you ID first the person that's suspected of committing a crime. So you go ID the victim first.
Yeah, we talk to the victim first because they're the ones that typically want to make the complaint. We'll get their side of the story. I've done this. I've done this for 14 years. Okay? I talk to victims all the time. I talk to them first.
there's no reason that you would need my ID before you got the information. There's absolutely no legal basis for that.
I mean, we could do that, but
What specifically the basis of it?
Because usually the victim calls. I come to you. Hey, what's your name?
Okay,
What's your address?
explain to me the
What's your phone
process.
number? I'm explaining it to you. Okay? You want to listen? Close your mouth. That's fine. I'm explaining it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right? I'll get your information. See, like Enrique, what happened today, buddy? I came here recording, He physically put his hands on me, told me the side of the story, blah, 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 blah. I'll go talk to him, hear what he has to say.
he has 2 charges.
Okay, listen. Then I'll pull the video, watch it all. Then I'll come back to you and be like, hey, this is what's going to happen today. Hey, this is what's going to happen today. And go from there, okay? But usually it's not, I typically talk to the victim. That's how it goes.
And then once you talk to the victim, then what do you do with the suspect?
I will talk to the suspect. There's usually two sides of the story. And then there's probably cameras in here, so those might pull cameras. We'll go all that.
So
We'll do
when
all
will you guys
that.
be pulling the cameras?
Okay. I'm trying. Taylor, you could have got their information from me.
I would like to have my information taken after this gentleman's information.
Okay, well, that's not your option. You can either make the report or not.
Okay, respectfully, I've done this a number of times. And when someone breaks the law,
Okay, and I've been a cop for 14 years in the city, and this is how I typically handle it. If you don't like it, I apologize, but there's nothing that says I have to go to him and talk to him.
Video footage right now.
Show me the video footage. All right.
Definitely disorderly conduct. Get your ID on it. I'll wait to make sure that you guys are actually going to a public room before I provide it. Okay. It's your sandwich is ready, man. Your sandwich is ready. Yeah. From here.
All right.
No, from the front. Over here.
First he said delete the video.
That's not a law. That's not a law. We're not in the court, sir. We're in a public area. What is that? What does COVID have to do with anything, sir? I'm not trying to go in. So don't talk to me.
You see how he gets triggered? Just because I told him don't talk to me. No, okay, listen.
Okay,
I said don't talk to me. You're the one that stopped. Sir, can you please get away? Yeah, I'm trying to man. Yeah, this is your man. Okay, go outside. Appreciate it.
Starting stuff. No one would talk to us. We would have been out of here. That's so fun.
I've been nothing but courteous and professional.
Clear violation of our rights.
You said you got to leave because we don't have a mask. The chief just said we don't have to.
The chief just said we didn't have to have a
So at this
mask on.
point, he's being disorderly.
That's disorderly conduct and a violation of our rights.
Lawful order.
See, giving unlawful orders, also, that's another crime.
Since when does he give lawful orders?
He's not in position to give lawful or unlawful orders. There's several violations here.
The man in charge. Give you order. Like he owns this place, bro. He could just remove people and call his little goons from back there. Like 9 of them are gonna come out right now.
There's a contempt for our rights in this
Like
city.
bullies, bro. Bullies. That's why we do what we do, bro. That's why these people don't get it. That's why we show up with cameras and get these great videos, bro. Because they don't fucking get it, bro. They will never. That's disorderly conduct, bro. Imagine us rushing people out of here.
We'd be arrested right now. That guy would arrest me right now, but he doesn't want to arrest somebody else because he's
course.
part of the Thin Blue Gang. And when the law is applied selectively, that's definitely
They're applied
fascist.
selectively.
You, sir, are acting like a fascist by selectively applying
This
the law.
guy, that's the one that put the hand on him. This one.
So then we talked to the chief. The chief said that we can be in here without a mask on. That's why we're here right now without a mask on in your face, sir.
These guys never made an investigation, nothing. They just follow what he said, like he's the boss, and kick people out like Nazis.
Well, if you want to file a complaint on the officer,
not-
I mean, that's more than your right. We got paperwork you can fill out. You can do that.
We want to do that.
All I'd
we're
ask is
talking
that you
about-
email this video to me. We can look into all this.
Look, bro, once I post this video, it's gonna make it to you by itself.
Okay. Post the video, man. I don't care.
You should, because this is your department.
Okay, and that's why I'm gonna look into it. That's why I'm gonna ask you to send me a copy of it so I can look into it.
One thing at a
But
time, though.
I can't tell you whether to post
one thing
it or
at a
not.
time, though. He broke the law, so now.
Okay, he did not break the law.
Yes, he did. He's been disorderly.
He
He's
kicked us out of a
removing-
public building illegally. That's a violation
He never
of the
laid
law.
a hand on you. That's what you guys came up here originally for, is that he put hands on you.
Disorderly conduct, bro. Do you know what disorderly conduct is?
If you want to make a complaint on the officers, listen.
I wanna press charges on that guy
There's nothing
because
to
he.
press charges.
What about this? Oh, he wasn't disorderly by telling us to, sir.
He tipped him.
Right there, there you
Tipton, Tipton, split,
Malcolm Tipton.
split second. Malcolm Tipton, guys.
There you go.
Okay. He says no law was broken, guys.
Okay, like I said, if you want to file a complaint on the officers, you're more than welcome. I got paperwork down here you can fill out.
So it's not illegal for him to give us an unlawful order when he has no authority to have us physically removed from a public building? That's not illegal?
They've had those signs up there. They have these mask
doesn't make a
signs. They
difference.
asked you to leave.
Sir, the sign, I could print a sign and put it up. What
Well,
law?
then if you want to file a lawsuit, you think if we did wrong,
Sir, this
do
is
what you need to do.
This is not a
Okay?
this is not a court of lawsuit, bro. I don't need the city's money. I make my own money.
Well, I'm just letting
Okay?
This is a very cut and dry though. This gentleman had us physically removed. He doesn't have the authority to do that. That's breaking the law.
This is his court. This
No,
is
it's
his
How much?
area.
How much? Let me ask you something. How much did he pay for this court?
What's that?
How
I
much
have
did he
no-
pay
you'd
for
have
it?
to- I have no idea.
You said it's his court, so how much he paid for
I'm
it?
just a street cop
This is
here.
our
I'm
cop.
just-
This is
okay.
our court,
We the
bro.
people. This is our court.
Like I said, if you have a complaint against the officers,
I
you're
have a
more
lot
than
of
welcome to
complaints.
file a complaint.
I have a lot of complaints.
Then we can come down here and fill
You're
out some
gonna have your own
paperwork.
complaint
That's perfectly fine.
because you're supposed to uphold the law, and this guy broke the law by being disorderly, and you don't care.
He asked you to leave. That's it.
No, he physically had police.
Okay,
that's
and I
what-
said, and if you have,
He ordered
listen,
tyrants
if
to
you have
remove
a
us.
if you have a complaint against the officers the way they handled it, we can go fill out some paperwork right this second.
Okay, sir, but you obviously have a misuse of police funds. He's in no authority.
Okay.
He has no authority. You're saying okay.
Okay.
We just had our rights violated, and you don't care. We just were
That's-
physically
I
removed.
disagree.
If you cared,
Okay?
then you would have
Like I said, if you
So it's okay for
if
people,
you
public
want to
employees-
make a complaint on the officer, we can go
one
fill out
last
some
thing.
paperwork.
One last thing. Okay.
Yes.
So if I physically remove somebody, I'm not any of the general public, but let's just say I physically remove this rotund gentleman right here.
Okay.
All right. Would you arrest me right now?
If we all ganged up on him,
Okay, they're employees here. They work here.
Oh, so
okay?
employees can break the law.
No, that's not that. They didn't break the law. Okay, they asked you to put a mask on, not to record here. They obviously have signs put
They're
up.
giving us illegal
Okay.
orders. Illegal orders.
The officers came over here. If you have a complaint against the officers, you can file
That's
a
not my
complaint, and I
question.
will
My-
look
my-
into
my
that.
question-
you know what's funny?
I want this
No,
last thing.
You've been saying the last thing. Give me a second. You keep pushing us to complain against your own team, bro.
Okay.
You're an idiot.
If you think they did
this
wrong.
this guy broke the law, and you don't care. You keep pushing us to complain on your own people.
If you, that's who your complaint's on.
No, my complaint is on the other guy. He's being disorderly. You say he's not.
From what I saw, there was nothing there.
Really?
Okay.
Rushing us out of the building is not being disorderly?
Okay, the officers are the ones that did that, so those are the ones you'd have to
By
complain
his
on.
order.
Okay.
By his order. So who is this guy that the officer respect him so much?
Enrique. I'm not going to debate this any longer.
You don't have to because we already got we already got the content that we needed. We already know what you guys are about.
So if there's a bank robbery and he wasn't there whenever the bank robbery happened, the guy just goes.
How many bad cops have you ever arrested? You said 14 years, right?
Yes.
So how many bad cops have you ever arrested?
Have I arrested? None.
None. Let me find out. Why? Because you have no bad cops in your city, right? None. Let me guess. That's the answer? No. You haven't arrested any bad cops because you could never turn your back on the thin blue band, sir.
That's your opinion.
That's not an opinion, it's a fact. Because how come you haven't ran into bad cops in 14 years, bro? 14 years? Never ran into a bad cop? You've seen the news lately? There's bad cops everywhere in this country.
All right, Enrique.
All right.
You have any questions for me?
All right, Malcolm.
It's my First Amendment right? It's my First Amendment, right? So my last question is, if I physically try to remove this gentleman right here, are you going to arrest me?
Of course.
You will arrest me, right?
Of
Yes or no?
course.
If I literally try to physically remove this gentleman, will you arrest me? Because that's the thin blue line, right? That's the thin blue line. You will never go against somebody else that you do. And when the law, okay, so you disagree, so I'm gonna try to remove this gentleman right now.
Do not touch him.
Don't touch him. But you guys can touch us, right? Well, I tell you something. Welcome to Auditing America.
Sir,
okay? Share, like, and subscribe. 100 million on YouTube, another 100 million on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Hello. Hi. Do you guys have a public records request here for the water department?
I think you would have to do it through the department.
Do that? Okay. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Very much.
You're welcome.
I just want to let you guys know that we came back because we didn't have to wear masks. These people are violating our rights. There are cold cases. There are cold cases. There are cold cases. No, you don't know anything about us. Okay, great. And we're leaving under our own accord. We left and came back. No, you have to go back and read the law, ma'am. That's not true. If it is, we wouldn't be here talking to you right now.
Because of the disturbance.
This is a disturbance against the
Yes,
law?
it is a disturbance. It's a disturbance.
What law? What law is it disturbance? Last time I checked, you had free speech, right?
This is disturbing.
Okay, so when does freedom of speech end? Okay, so, ma'am,
It's like 3-year-olds demanding attention.
so you don't believe in the right? You don't believe in the
I
right?
do. I believe the First Amendment. I agree with my Second Amendment rights too.
I just want to get you on terrorism.
On a sidewalk, not inside the building.
This is the public building, and with our money, everyone here that works for us, they're our public servants. And why would you go protest outside in the cold when our rights are being violated here?
That's been the $100 question.
Yes, you are. Why you came right back? Just try to keep your camera on. That's all you do.
What's the risk?
You guys are the ones that break the law.
Oh, we're breaking the law. We actually, you know how CNN and Fox News, they put a bunch of makeup on and they line up one thing, that's how we cover from jail. Well, I've interviewed Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece, I've interviewed the last interview with John McAfee.
Hey, you kicked us out. Why were we back?
And several other people.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
This is a list that represents transparency and altruism. So it just signifies that we're regular people and that we're not part of some gigantic media conglomeration. Because I know you're a disrespectful bitch.
I don't care what you think.
Read that.
I'm sick of being disrespected by everybody. Shut up, Karen. We're leaving.
Okay,
Shut up, Karen. What you gonna do? We're leaving. We're leaving. Shut up, Karen. Karen.
We're walking this way too. We're getting out of here too.
Oh, okay. So
Go ahead first.
we'll go after you guys.
All right, we're right here.
Yep.
We're right here.
You see, they work for us. We don't work for them. Until you break the law,
I'm good.
they work for you. They're under you. Until you break the law, they're under you. They have planted here in society for a long time. There's 350 million Americans. There's 800,000 cops. They ain't shit on. They ain't got shit on us. They ain't got shit on us.
And that's why Mr. America does what he does, guys.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
Find fake micro news, fake micro news, fake micro news, and all the platforms. Find Auditing America, Universal TV, CPR audits. Guys, these tyrants will give you unlawful orders. They will give you the runaround in investigations. They will do everything they can to protect their own. But it's your duty to stand your ground against tyranny.
Yep.
So
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Middletown, Ohio Police
We're in
Department
Middletown, Ohio.
and the City Hall. Like, share, and subscribe.